Hello and welcome back to Simply Solo Playthroughs at Solo Board Games on YouTube and other fun places. We're here today with Escape the Dark Castle. This is by Themeborn Games, which is appropriately named, as they have some really cool thematic games that are a lot of fun. And this was kind of their first one. They also have Escape the Dark Sector. Currently on GameFound, they are previewing that they're going to have Volume 2 or Round 2 or Second Edition or something, and of this game. So I hope there's something for those of us who bought all in. One of the absolute cool things is the collector's box. This thing is amazing. What I really like about it is you can set up, have it sleeved, and have several games just ready to go. So I set this up probably 6 months ago. I have no clue what's in it. And it was just all ready to go. Pulled it out. I'm ready to play. And I have 4 of those ready to go. So, let's play. The theme behind this is that you have been captured into a dungeon and you have to get out. I like this idea of game. You're screwed. And you have nothing. And you got to go. Time. I'm out. Let's go. I'm out. I kind of like this theme. You're not prepared. You're not anything. You're just going to go. So we're playing the Cook and the Abbot. These were chosen at random. And we have 3 strength, 4 strength, 3 cunning, and 1 insight versus 4 insight, 3 strength, and 1 cunning. So the characters are changeable and they all kind of make sense thematically. I mean, this is really done well by Themeborn Games. So let's play. Turnover to begin. After years of incarceration in the depths of the dark castle, you finally break free of your cell. In a small stone room adjoining the cell block stands an old wooden chest. The lock is open. Draw an item per player now. You hear footsteps approaching. You must not linger here. You make for the exit, slipping away and disappearing into the darkness. Turn to the first chapter card now. So we'll draw an item, splintered spear. We can agree to change items. This is a 2-handed weapon. During combat, when you hit, you also block, which is convenient for saving on hit points. Discard before any round of combat and change the chapter die to show a trait of your choice. In the sweltering chamber, a blacksmith is forging a sword. He is so absorbed in his craft, you spot an opportunity to steal from him. As a group, choose one option. Move on. It's not worth the risk. Turn to the next chapter card. Steal. Nominate a player to try a cunning roll in 1 attempt. You relieve success. You relieve the blacksmith of some of his wares before slipping away. Draw 2 item cards. Failure, you're going to lose 2 hit points because he hammers you. So what are you going to do? In this case, because I am familiar enough with the game, we're going to just bypass. It's not worth the 2 hit points and not getting anything. You interrupt Beastman devouring a fresh kill. He raises his head, sinew dangling from his gore-smeared mouth. Then charges. You must roll a might on a double in 1 attempt, or a double in 1 attempt. Success, you act quickly and dive aside, begin combat. Or you are slammed to the floor, you lose 2 hit points and begin combat. So in this case, the die has multiple sides. Each die is special. And we are going to definitely go with a 50-50 for the Cook. And we did roll a might, so we get to attack. How damage is done? The monster has 1 strength, 1 insight, cunning, excuse me, and you roll 2 per player. Well, 1 for each player. And we get both insights. So the bad news is we're going to have the cook go first and see what we can do. Tragically, only 1 die. Remember, we do have the thing to block. So this is a double. It has a shield, so there's an automatic block. And we do 1 damage. Not 2, because there's not 2 out there. The Abbot will go. The Abbot rolls a 1. So we remove this. And the cunning, and because he did not block, the Abbot takes 2 points of damage. Okay, back to the cook's turn. We do 1 damage, because there's 1 of these left. We will not take any damage because of the splintered spear. And the Abbot goes. The Abbot also does a might damage, which is not going to do anything, and we'll take 2 damage as we go. Over to the cook. Cook will not take any damage, however. Again, it's a might. Come on, Abbot. You got the insight. Let's go. Abbot does the same thing. However, because there is no insight, again, the same thing. Ooh, going to take 2 damage. Cook is actually going to take damage this time because he doesn't have a shield and he did not do any damage. There we go. About time he had some insight there. We also then get 1 card. Effervescent Evasion. Whenever you would lose a hit point, discard this item to lose none. The Abbot will carry it because you only have 2 hands, and he has a 2-handed weapon, so... Or she has a 2-handed weapon. We go to the next chapter. You follow a tunnel which leads to a pitch dark room. Your ears suddenly fill with maddening whispers and spectral hands reach out towards you in every direction. As a group, choose one option. Flee! You run for your lives, but with the unseen hand specter into your soul, all players lose 2 hit points. Or we can fight and begin combat. Now, this is where the danger comes in because this is 3. So you're going to lose 2 right off the bat. In this case, again, we're still really early on. We're going to flee. We will go on ahead and use up a potion. We will not take any damage, and the cook takes 2 damage. Next chapter. You've heard many stories about a creature they call the Bloodthirster. You dismissed him as legend, at least until now. Its body does indeed run slick with blood of its victims. Begin? Combat. Combat special. Each round the Bloodthirster only attacks the player with the lower health. If more than 1 player is tied for the lowest health, it attacks all tied players. Oh, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So we have a strength, we have a cunning, and we have 1 per player. And 2 cunnings, which is our least good one. We're going to use the Elixir of Insight. And we're going to change 1 of these to a might. Because we have a lot of might running around. Okay. Now that was a mistake. And will not take any damage. The Abbot will go. The Abbot does 1. We'll take 2 points of damage down to 10. You end up losing health fast on this. However, we get rid of the 2 might right there. That's why I changed it to 2 might. So there we go. We get another card. Stale loaf of bread. Discard to restore 2 health point to your character. We will hang on to that for right now. Next chapter. A series of long blades swing from the ceiling of this narrow passageway. By the way, the cook is still going first, just to let you know. From the ceiling of his narrow passageway, you study the patterns of their movement and prepare to dash to the other side. In unison, all players must roll their character die along with one chapter die 3 times. Each time a player character's die matches the chapter die they rolled, they are cut up in the blades and lose 2 hit points. If a player rolls a double on any of the 3 rolls, they survive that roll without taking damage. So here we go. Oh no. So the abbot will take 2 points of damage down to 8, and the cook takes none. None and none. And none and none. So we get out of that pretty unscathed, which is a good thing. And we go to the next chapter. We do not get an item card. Your spirit is suddenly wrenched from your body, paralyzed. You can only watch as it drifts over you. You are incapacitated. To restore the corporal balance of the other players must roll in unison, keeping track of any wisdom rolled until they have rolled a total wisdom equal to the number of players. After each attempt, you lose 1 hit point. Wow. Until the total is reached. If you will not succeed after 3 attempts, the curse is broken and the spirit returns to your body. So the good news is the abbot has wisdom. So keeping that U over here, you can move it back and forth. It doesn't matter. You just, oh, dang it, there's 1 and then there's 2. We'll roll the second one because that just flipped out of my hand. Take a damage. Down to 13. And we're okay. We are done. Equal to the number of players. Tragically, we do not get a card. Because it's not combat. You hear a wet, slithering. Rule check. We do not draw an item card because it was not combat and the card did not tell us so. You hear a wet, slithering sound. It seems to be coming from within the walls. As you lean in to listen, a disgusting creature bursts through the stonework, bile oozing from its gaping mouth as it lunges at you. Any player cannot roll a double, and 1 attack is struck by flying debris and loses 1 HP. They both rolled doubles. And we go on ahead and set up cunning, wisdom, and +2. And that was cunning. No, that was a wisdom. Okay. So the cook does not do damage and will take 2 points of damage down to 11. No, 10. Abbot. Again, does no damage. Will take down to 6. Ah, good. At least we have a shield to block. We remove 1. However, we also take 2 damage down to 4. Remove 1 because we hit. We get a block. Abbot will also take 2 damage. Cook will also take 2 damage. Abbot is going to discard to pick up his health to 4. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. Oh, 2 damage. has a block at least. Here we go. Come on. And we get rid of this one. That was close. So we're down to 8 and 2 hit points. We do get an item card. Partially rotten apple. Discard to restore 1 health point. Next chapter. A drunken guard stops you and demands to know your business. He is unsteady on his feet and his breath is vile. As a group, decide, bribe him, discard 1 item and he will forget he ever saw you. Nominate a player to roll a wisdom in 1 attempt. Success, you fuddle the guard with your riddle and move on. Failure, the guard tries to detain you and struggle free and escape, but all players lose 1 hit point with the scuffle. Okay, we're going to try misdirect here. Because we really don't want to lose the 1 item we have. Down to 2 hit points. Again, we do not get a card. The passageway leads to an old stone steps. They descend into a flooded cave. The water is murky, but a dim light is visible from some distance below you. You take a deep breath and dive, kicking towards the light. Each player must roll a double in 1 attempt for each player. You make it through. If failure, you begin to flounder, lose 1 hit point, and try again. You have 3 attempts. Okay, Abbot. And that was the cook. What is this? Okay, so he's through. Oh! And Abbot is dead. The cook will continue. This really gets nasty. The chamber is flanked by caves and littered with gnawed bones. A guttural growl rings out as something emerges. As a group, choose 1 option and begin together. Tackle the beast head on. Use a bit of run and tactics. We are going to do the head on. Because we only have 1 player, therefore it makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll roll this first. Oh, will not take damage. We'll take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Will not take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Ow. 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 You know, the more I think about it, I should have taken the hit and run tactics. So let's put this just as an example of what could happen. So we will do the hit and run tactics, which I think would actually be a better option because... So there we go. Okay, we got 1 because we have that. That's why this makes a huge difference. 1, 2, 3. And it didn't make a difference. So there it is. There is your... Now, let's just go to the bottom. And you have this, do not read until you've got rid of the last card. This is it. You have reached the final stage. 1 last obstacle. Turn over now. Keeper of the Horde. Now then, hand over your weapons, your relics, and your lives. Each round, instead of attacking or choosing to rest, 1 player may choose to raid and hoard. They do not get attacked, but lose 1 hit point into booby traps and draw an item card. At the end of the round, the newly drawn card to be given to any player. Begin combat. Kind of like that one. I don't know that I've had that one before. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Take a look below for the link to GameFound. And I hope that you have a fantastic day.